Right now, like I was saying, I'll have to try and get a... I might have to look into some sort of software thing to maybe join the videos together, because it's going to be a lot of videos. These, where are we? If anybody's ever got these Tamiya things are absolutely brilliant. They cost a bit, cost a lot of money. They're 25, 26 quid, those things, but they're a godsend for doing the bending the photo etch. So that's those ones. Now that's all the hand. That's the only handrails going around this bit. And then there's the, what I say, there's the ensign, there's the staff. This, I think this is going to be better being built in situ, and then the bits on the bottom being built in place, because this is so tiny. So it does, be careful that it doesn't fall into the hole, of course. The worst case scenario is this falling into the hole. But there you go. That's not right, but it's close. So that'll have the ensign on it. Jack, whatever. That is the jack staff. So the next jobs are going to be, I'm going to have to be a bit of work on that. I might even cut that down and do it in 2 bits, because it's not exactly come out brilliant there. So I might just cut this down into 2 bits. I might cut that corner off and then put the small bit in, because it's not perfect there. So I might just cut that bit off. So there's a little tiny ladder going to go up there. So I've now got the gap there, which is what you need, of course. Now there's no more handrails on that bit. What there is, however, I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is going across there. It doesn't exist on there. There's nothing that I've missed, I don't think. See, that doesn't... There's nothing there. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's on the box art as well. There's something going across, there's a strip going across there. But I haven't got anything that had a strip on it. So I don't know about that. So we've got around whatever these are. I don't know what these are. I'd have to look up what these are. And the instructions are not absolutely clear on them. They show you them. I don't know why I'm doing that, because you can't see it. They show you those things. Where are we? This will be out of focus slightly. I can't be bothered focusing on that because I want to keep it focused on the ship. But you can see them on the instructions. They're not exactly clear on how they go. But luckily, Googling Queen Mary, you can actually see how they sit on the ship. I don't know what they are, but each of these has 2 little tiny photo etch parts. Numbers doesn't tell us 16 of them, 2 or 5. So there should be 16 205s. Not on that one, they're not. So there should be 16 of them. Oh, they're them little things. So on the, right, let me get this better. Let me get the camera down on it so you can actually see what I'm doing. Right, now, so on this, let me move that out of the way. Let me move the camera around here. Right, now, where are we? So that can go to one side. So this now is on here. These bits here, let me get that focus ring back in position. So these little bits here now have these, around each of those bits has a little tiny photo etch part. If you can see it, that's these parts here. So they all have to be bent round, they all have to be, that's these bits here. So it's these. So 16 of them to make. I don't know what purpose they serve, because all they do is go either side of these, whatever they are. The light's not doing you any favours on that shininess of the picture, I'm afraid. So they go on either side of that. So on this, so they go either side of these things. So that works out, so I'll have to find out what they're for. Doesn't really make any sense. And then number 23, which is this one here, let me swing that camera around a bit more. Right, now, let me drag that down a bit. Let me focus in on that. This paper is too shiny to really get it looking good. It's not terrible, but so we've got here those bits there. So this is, now I think they're one piece. I think it's these bits here. Let me have a look. So these are here. I mean, obviously a lot of this is going to be tidied up. Really, I don't know why they have to put so many little bits in though. There's 1, 2. I mean, I know they need to hold it in place, but you know, I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8 little bits there that all zip that up. Now, obviously that needs a bit of repairing on that. Let me see, get me sander. This might sand that down, it's very fine. So let's see what I can do. So this, okay, it's not really in focus, but it's only sanding them little bits off. So we're sanding those little bits down, and then this has to somehow bend. Alright, now, let me see. So we've got this here. So according to that, that is bending. Okay, so there's a bend there, there's not a bend there. That's going to bend over. Oh, I see, so that has to bend, has to go round in a very slight. Right, that's going to need, right, so that's going to actually need to bend on a, I have to get something on that to bend that. Because it's got to bend in a, I don't want to bend it flat. That's the roof. That bit is there. So I've got some round, I don't think it'll bend round that. That's probably too big. No, I think that's too big. This is where I shouldn't have done that. Might be able to bend it round. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, there you go. Actually, that's not too bad. Oh, that's come out quite good, look. So there you go. Either side of that there. Let me move this up back to the model. I have to get a better. So these are going, oh, they're going on that doorway. So wherever that is, now there's the top. I don't know if this is the right side. So these will go on that doorway there. I doubt whether I can get them in there at the moment. I don't know if I've done the right side. Might be, I've got a feeling I've done that. This should be the other side. But roughly they will go there. So that will, you can never get these things flat, can you? Got about as much chance of getting these flat if you have this. Actually buying the Queen Mary for a couple of pound on eBay. Takes a bit of prattling about this, I'm afraid. I've got a feeling, I think this is actually, like I said, I think this is probably, might be the wrong side. Because it doesn't look like, it won't go on flat. Oh, now I've twisted that. Now if I keep doing this, that's going to snap off, isn't it? That's going to snap off. It's going to really bug me, that. Now look at it, eh? Absolutely typical, isn't it? When you want to show somebody something, that's it, you can't do it, can you? You've got about as much chance of that staying on there, because there's nothing to glue onto. It needs to have a little bit of glue on the bottom of it to keep it in place. It probably does have to have, might be the right way to see. Now I've bent that again now. This is going to snap off, isn't it? It's snapped off. Unbelievable. That's what you get for prattling about with it. But that will go there. I think it will probably be open so that you can actually see it. It's not a massive problem. I better glue that in place. But that's a lot higher than, a lot lower than the door. That would teach me to prat about with it, won't it? So when you're doing this, when I do this, let's get the other one off anyway. This is the trouble with photo, this is why I don't like photo etch, and I do like photo etch. When it works, but when you get it like that, and you've got such a fragile piece, it's only held on, that roof is only held on by a tiny little bit. So therefore, where I kept bending it, well obviously, kept bending it backwards and forwards, it's done it no favours, has it? So let's see if I can do this one any better. Right, so that goes on there. So let's get this bent round. Well, I managed to bend it round the first one. that goes round. Now I've bent the roof the wrong way, so this one will come off as well. Right, I just need a little bit of work. I'm not sure which way, there must be a gap for you to walk into, obviously. But it's going to go there. Right, that's roughly how it's going to look. It needs a bit of tidying up and it needs a bit of messing about with it. Let me see if I can get a closer view of that. Right. I can probably get a bit closer. Let me just move that focus point so I can get it in focus. God, look at this, say 4 minutes. It's amazing how I can center. Oh right, okay. It's amazing the things you find out with these cameras, isn't it? I can actually focus it like that. And the focus point is in there. Right, so that's like that. It needs to move around a bit. I won't start doing that because it will just come off. Now you can't see it at all because I've moved the ship too far. But there must be a way for that to go in, I suppose, so you can walk in. Because that is, has to cover that door up. So a bit like that. Alright, so you can see the door in there. Well, you can't because you can't see that. You can see the door in there. So that shouldn't look too bad. Right, let's get this back out of focus. 3 minutes to go. Right, now, let me see. I can put that there. Let me get that